Who's ready to pour some resin into a cribbage board? I am. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mike's Paint Studio YouTube channel. It's been a little while since I've done a video, but we're going to shoot one today and see how it turns out. So what we're going to do though is we're going to pour a cribbage board. I'm just going to show the pouring part of it first in this video, and then we'll do the sanding and finishing in a different video in about a week or so, just so the video doesn't get too long. So it'll be part one will be pouring the cribbage board and how I get that done, what's in it, what I'm using, that kind of stuff. And then part two will be the sanding and finishing and all that. So let's get to it. All right, so what you see here, I'm going to use Total Boat Thick Set. It's a 3-to-1 mix, and you can do a deep pour for that. I used their 2-to-1 in a test pour about a month ago, and it got really hot, so I switched over to Thick Set, and the first one worked out pretty well. This is the mold I'm going to use. It's from Lizard Blanks. This is specifically designed for cribbage boards, the long ones, the 2-player 120 peg holes. So it's about 15 inches long and about 4.5 wide, roughly. But you can check them out on their website and see if you're interested in one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some wood in there so you can see it's a little higher than the mold. What I'm going to do is pour it and then saw those parts off once it's poured. This one's a little high too. I believe these are maple pieces. I bought them off a guy on Etsy who sells cut-off pieces, burls and just cut-offs, live edges, stuff like that. So I like the way this looks. Actually sealed it with some resin already. If you're gonna pour resin and wood, you do have to seal your wood so the air bubbles don't come out. So hopefully I sealed it okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue them down with some hot glue, which I have. I won't show you that. But I'm also going to use probably some Vaseline as mold release. Now, I already did one board, and this isn't it didn't stick. It was a little hard to get out, and I had to use a lot of force, which is fine. But I want to see if the Vaseline will help get that out any easier. If it doesn't, then I won't be using Vaseline as a mold release in this. But this is a really good blank. And go check them out. Lizard Blank, Total Boat, Thick Set, and some wood. I'll put descriptions for the Lizard Blank website and the Total Boat Thick Set as well in the description below. So check that out. All right, so I won't show you the gluing or the Vaseline, but we'll come back when I start mixing the resin. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. When you order the Thick Set from Total Boat, you get some mixing pails and you get a couple of sticks. You get some a spreader too. But this is a 3-to-1 mix, and it's just like the painting pails you can get at your hardware store. So here's the 3-to-1 to 1. We're going to use 3-to-1, and I've used that before and it worked out pretty well. So what you do is you use these lines if you don't know, and if you're going to pour to the one here, then for the hardener you pour to this one here as well, so it mixes out to be 3-to-1. So we're going to do that. We're going to mix 2 different colors because that's what the person buying this cribbage board wants. So we'll do interesting. So we're using these Ranger inks. What's interesting about them is that the blue is blue. You do need to use a lot of it to get the darker blue. This cranberry will actually be kind of orange. The last board I did, I used cranberry. It looks like a dark red, but it actually turns orange in the resin, which turned out great for the first one. And the second one, they want orange too, so I'm gonna use the cranberry in that as well. So we'll mix that up and we'll get going. Okay, so I got them all mixed up. You mix the 3 to 1, 2 to 3 minutes, and then you can let that settle just a little bit. You got like about 25-30 minutes, I believe, of working time. And then once I pour these, you will get, or I will pull out my heat gun, pop some bubbles. Since it's a 3 to 1, the bubbles do a good job of releasing themselves, but I always give it just that little extra help. So let's get to pouring. All right, there you go. Poured. It's got a set. It'll take about 3-4 days to fully cure, and then I will demold it. Got lucky with the amount of resin. I poured right to the top, so I don't have to top it off at all. There you go.